to pull my Zentai card again. Zentai Oracle cards. All these Zentai is like different patterns. Over here you have different patterns and different messages that I made especially to give some message. Today is going to be very hot in the city. The news said some place will reach up to 40 degrees and many cities will come in over 35, like 36, 7. Over here it's cooler because it's about, in the summertime, it's about 9 degrees different from the city nearby. When you go by highway, it's about 1 hour to the big city, and that city would have about, I would say 38. It could reach 38 today. But over here it's about 27, 28. It's just pleasant. It's just not hot, not cold. Nothing can blame for this weather. It's just peaceful and pleasant, and occasional wind, summer wind, and then you have the summer breeze. The lightings are beautiful. And there's different insects you get to hear by different timing. Like in the morning around 5:30 you have one insect that coming out for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and just after that you hear the birds and the insect sounds disappear. And those changes are amazing that I never saw them. I thought the insect would just make noise for whole day, but the sound changes all the time. 10 minutes, 20 minutes you will hear totally different sound. Things changes so quickly, and they have their own time of making sounds. I guess in the city you hear one insect just make noise whole day. I don't know what is the difference, why it's like this here. So when I was shuffling one card to also decided to pick this card today. What does it say? 9. Ninth sense. A ninth sense is the feeling. It's that the senses that is so original to you. Ninth sense, like we have fifth sense, sixth sense. Sixth sense is like a little instinct, right? We normally have the 5 senses. This is about ninth sense, the ninth sense, and it's the original that nobody ever had. Your own unique senses. That's what this card is about. Why did I make this card? What is the message of this card? The nine senses. Nine senses. Nine senses. So normally when we say like, oh, you have the sixth sense, then that's like a really great thing, right? Like any accident, before the accident, you feel it. Any notification that you pick up yourself from nature and the universe without people having send you message physically. That's sixth sense. Five sense will be like a taste and eyesight and hearings and touchings and taste. No, I said taste. Taste. Again, taste and eye and ear and senses. It's four. Yeah, taste. Five senses will be tasting and looking, hearing and touching. Smell. Okay. Why can I not remember? This last sense, or fifth sense, is the smell. Adding to it, you have this sixth sense, that sensing the invisible things. Seventh sense, eighth sense. What would it be? In the yoga, you have bodies. You have physical body, emotional body, and then you have the prana, the astral body, that will allow you to travel when you're in dream. It should be something like that. So the five senses are used with this physical body. Sixth sense could be in between, no? Between this physical body and astral body. Yeah, I guess with the astral body you get to know more information, different information from what we get using this body. That would be the sixth sense. And so in the same way, we should have a bigger dimension of the body after the astral body. Yeah, that should be like more closer to the oneness, the idea of oneness, where everything in the universe eventually comes back to the one being, and we are no longer a separate being. This idea, so it goes closer to this idea. So after the astral body, what is it? It can be Atma. I don't know. Don't really remember the meaning of Atma. Some kind of like a centeredness, like closer to the being of the real goddess kind of existence that we all have inside us. That could be another body after prana, and that will lead us to the seventh and ninth. And then over here in this card it's the ninth, and it should be when we talk about five senses, it's not much difference with other people what you see. Like you have this. You have this. What is this? It's like a dead leaf. It's a glass. It's dead for almost 1 month. Using your eyesight to define what it is, we all may come to the similar conclusion that it is a dead leaf. So there's not much of the uniqueness inside it. But like when you come to the sixth sense of knowing invisible things, like what would happen tomorrow, will it rain later, or will there have any disaster this year, or when is the ending of the earth, or when is the ending of this civilization, or what your relatives are doing, what's up to, are they all fine, or your company falling down, or like a stock market maybe. Like you have this sixth sense that you suddenly want to sell your stocks and next day the stock market fell. This kind of things. Or prediction can be used as a prediction a lot of times. Or like a woman when the husband having affair outside and come back house and it's the sixth sense. So the sixth sense is a little different from people. Everyone take it a little differently. It's not always the same thing, like this is the dead grass. So you for example, the husband come back and some may think that he is having the affair. He smells different and he quickly wants to take shower. He doesn't try to give you eye contact. All kinds of reasons and traits that give you this conclusion that he may have affair. But it could be interrupted in a different way. Like he may really had a hard day. He could be like a labor worker that had to work under the rain, and maybe his boss bossy and don't give you any chance to break, and you continuously worked, but then something happened that broke his pride, and something that he felt less of himself. That's why he didn't make eye contact with his wife and try to fix himself or taking shower so he can, be normal, to have a confidence, because he cares about how he is presented in front of somebody he cares. So it could be interrupted in a different way. So sixth sense has more varieties, right? And so the seventh sense, I think it's like a dimension of the idea. Seventh sense, I think it will be more spiritual, like you know your past life in another planet, and you remember those past lives, and like friends around you, and you know it, or this person was fighting with you when you are living in Mars, that kind of thing. Those very hard to reach, that kind of information. Those are more unique. Like the person may have another vision of you, but it's not about Mars. It could be like a Mediterranean era, you together, for example, as a past life. because more the dimension gets bigger, more it's about the idea and your thought. Your thought will immediately becomes the thing. There's nothing you can hide about yourself. You cannot lie because the moment you produce the thought, it's already there. It happens. So whenever you change your thought, your emotions, that will change the environment immediately. That I think that is the idea of that further dimensions away from the physical world. It become more and more idea based. In a way, we can hide our thought in this physical world because all this object will protect us, and it won't move so easily. Like I will say, oh, hey, this wood piece move there. No, because it's a physical law, and that will kind of protect it, hiding my thought. So when I need to hide, when I'm in a state, when I'm in that, when I'm in that dimension, state of mind that still need to hide my thought, then being in a physical world will help. And when there's no more to hide, when everything is clear, then those people will no longer need to be in this physical world, go to another planet to live those planets that is more on the idea base. And what I think is that you move to those idea base to experience those ideas of what you have, and after that I believe the bigger dimension, the further the dimension goes, you slowly diminish the individuality. There's no difference between me and all the other, and you are like kind of group, and you can't see the difference between you and the other. There'll be like a further dimension. And I guess eventually you just don't have a difference between you and whole universe, and that could be like this ninth dimension. And I think on this final dimension, it becomes more unique and unique. That is like, instead of your like being diminished and losing yourself, I think it's about expansion of ourselves, that whatever the thought we have will realize on its own. Not having individuality doesn't mean I don't get to do the thing that I want anymore, or I lose my thought. Instead, I think my thought expands in a way that everything is possible, like more free and more joyful, I think. In this physical world, we have this brainwashing that force you to think in a certain way, that you have to control your own behaviors and thoughts, otherwise they will kill you. This kind of less individuality, you have to face this way, otherwise you're threatened, your life is threatened. That's a totally opposite way of diminishing the individuality. controlling somebody doesn't diminish the individuality because there's no harmony in it. Those individuality will get harder and harder because you have to protect yourself in a world of harmony where you feel more free to let go and you feel no need to protect yourself, then the individuality finally diminishes. Yeah. So that's it. This was hard one. This was hard one. Why did I make this card? It's so hard. Why is it unique sense? Why does it say unique sense against the 9 senses? It's so hard.